The radio crackled. Mayday, Mayday! Officer down, need immediate backup. Riverside's only police officer, Maria Santos, reached for the radio, but stopped before responding. This voice belonged to a past she had left for dead 3 years ago. And now that past was knocking on the door of the quiet life she had built as a small-town cop. Riverside was a small town in the middle of Montana with a population of 847. Main Street had a grocery store, a gas station, a restaurant, and the police station where Maria worked. Everyone knew everyone. The crime rate was close to zero. The biggest problems were farmers who drank too much on Saturday nights and cats that occasionally went missing and were found. Maria Santos loved this piece. At 32, medium height, brown-haired, green-eyed, she was an ordinary small-town cop who patrolled the same route every morning, helped children cross to school, and assisted the elderly. At least, that's what everyone thought. The truth was, Maria Santos had never existed. This name, this identity, this life, all of it had been carefully constructed. Her real name was Major Alexandra Phoenix Martinez. Former Army Rangers, 8 years in Special Operations, 47 successful missions, 12 Silver Stars, and officially KIA, killed in action in Syria 3 years ago. But she hadn't died. She had just disappeared. That Saturday morning started like any other. Maria was sipping her coffee at the station, writing weekly reports. Snow was falling outside. The town was peaceful. Only routine traffic came through the radio. Unit 7 to dispatch. Routine patrol Main Street. All clear. Copy Unit 7. Maria was focused on her report when suddenly the radio crackled on a different frequency. Emergency frequency. Federal frequency. Mayday! Mayday! Alpha team to any station, we are under heavy fire. Officer down. Coordinates 47.2431 north, 114.8847 west. Need immediate medical and backup. Maria's hand froze on her coffee cup. These coordinates were only 15 kilometers from Riverside. But worse, this voice. This is Delta Actual, Alpha Team report status. The second voice stopped Maria's heart. Commander Jackson Hawk Williams, her former team leader, the man who had left her for dead in Syria. Maria grabbed the radio. Protocol dictated she couldn't respond to federal frequencies. But in this situation, she didn't give a damn about protocol. Alpha Team, this is Riverside PD. What's your status? Brief silence, then a surprised voice. Riverside PD, Alpha Team. We have 2 KIA, 3 wounded, surrounded by unknown hostiles. GPS coordinates transmitted. Maria checked the coordinates on her computer. Big Bear Ridge, the forested area north of town. Popular with hunters, but no one would be there now in winter. Alpha Team, ETA for backup? Negative backup, Riverside. We're dark ops, no official support. Local authorities' only option. Maria took a deep breath. Dark ops, black budget missions, operations that didn't officially exist, just like her old life. Alpha Riverside PD en route. Hold position. Maria put down the radio and stood up. She pulled a Kevlar vest from the closet, checked her service weapon. Then she stopped. This wouldn't be enough. She went to the steel cabinet behind her office. Special lock, fingerprint recognition. She hadn't opened it in 3 years. Inside lay the remnants of her old life. Custom M4A1 carbine, tactical vest, military-grade medical kit, and most importantly, the Phoenix call sign patch. Maria, no, Alexandra, put on the equipment. After 3 years, everything still fit perfectly. Muscle memory never forgets. 15 minutes later, she reached Big Bear Ridge. Gunfire could be heard in the distance. Systematic, orderly, professional firefight. She parked her Jeep in a concealed position and made a tactical approach. She put on a radio earpiece switched to the old frequency. Phoenix to Alpha Team, I'm on site. Report silence. Then a shocked voice. Phoenix! Phoenix KIA reported 3 years ago. Reports exaggerated. Where are you? Grid 47.2445, behind rock formation. Unknown hostiles North Ridge, approximately 20 personnel. Alexandra surveyed the area through binoculars. Classic ambush formation, professional setup. This wasn't a random encounter. Alpha, who's your objective here? Classified. Bullshit, Jackson, you want my help, you give me intel. Long silence, then Hawk's voice. Tired. Phoenix, we're here for you. Alexandra's blood ran cold. Say again. Intel said you were alive, living as local cop. Orders were to confirm and extract. Extract for what? You know things, Phoenix. About Prometheus Project. People want those things buried with you. Prometheus. That damn project. Illegal funding for bioweapons development. The facility Alexandra's team had destroyed in Syria. The dirty secrets of bureaucrat politicians. And if I refuse extraction, then this becomes a different kind of mission. Alexandra understood. They had come to take her alive, but if she resisted, they would eliminate her. How many years did we serve together, Hawk? 6 years. You saved my life 4 times, and now you're here to end it. Orders are orders, Phoenix. Alexandra turned off the radio. She had made her decision. After a 15-minute tactical approach, she identified enemy positions. 18 personnel, professional mercenaries, former military, expensive equipment. This wasn't a government operation, private contractors. Someone was spending big money to protect the Prometheus project. Alexandra stealthily penetrated the enemy perimeter. First target, communications specialist, silent takedown, equipment disabled. Second target, sniper overwatch, combat knife, no noise. Third target, heavy weapons team, flashbang precision shots. Within 4 minutes, enemy fire was reduced by 60%. Alpha Team realized someone was helping. Alpha Team, unknown friendly engaging hostiles, advance on my signal. Phoenix, is that you? Negative. This is Riverside PD, professional law enforcement support. Hawk laughed despite the situation. Roger, Riverside PD, professional support appreciated. The next 20 minutes were classic special operations coordination. Alexandra systematically eliminated enemy positions while Alpha Team advanced. The mercenaries were professional but surprised. The plan wasn't for an encounter with a single local cop. At the final position, 4 mercenaries remained. Desperate last stand. Alexandra flanked while Alpha Team suppressed. On my mark. Mark. Simultaneous assault. 12 seconds later, area secure. Alexandra approached the Alpha Team position. After 3 years, she was seeing her old teammates. Jackson Hawk Williams, still tall and lean. Mike Bulldog Chen, still stocky and serious. Sarah Doc Martinez, still the competent medic. And 2 new faces, obviously replacements for KIA personnel. Phoenix, Hawk said, lowering his weapon. You look different. Civilian life agrees with me. Doc treated the wounded while others secured the perimeter. Alexandra approached Hawk privately. Who sent you? JSOC said intel confirmed you alive. Orders were priority extraction. JSOC doesn't run extraction on civilian soil. Hawk hesitated. Not officially JSOC. Some special committee. People concerned about Prometheus information. What information? Financial records, names, account numbers, evidence of illegal funding. Alexandra nodded. She still had all of it. Digital files, encrypted, stored safely. Insurance policy for exactly this situation. And if I give them what they want? They said you'd be relocated. New identity, new life. And if I don't? Hawk didn't answer, didn't need to. Truck engines approached, multiple vehicles. That's not our extract, Hawk said, checking his watch. We're not supposed to have backup. Alexandra grabbed binoculars. 5 black SUVs approaching. Too coordinated for coincidence. Hawk, you were played. This was never extraction. This was elimination with witnesses. Realization dawned on his face. They used us as bait. And now they're here to clean up. The black SUVs deployed 20 personnel, professional kill team, military equipment, coordination. Alexandra keyed the radio. Alpha team, we have bigger problem. Unknown hostiles approaching, estimated 20 personnel, full combat gear. Phoenix, we're low on ammo. Doc has 3 wounded, she can't move. Copy, I'll handle it. Negative, we stick together. Hawk, you have wounded. I'm more mobile alone. Alexandra moved to an elevated position. Classic defensive setup. This time she had the advantage of terrain, knowledge, and motivation. These people threatened her team and her peaceful life in Riverside. Unacceptable. First engagement, long-range precision fire. Enemy sniper eliminated. Second engagement, truck tire shots, mobility kill. Third engagement, communication jamming. Cut their coordination. The enemy team advanced tactically, but cautiously. They expected resistance from a 6-person special ops team, not a single operator with local knowledge. Alexandra used the terrain expertly. Creek beds for concealment, rock formations for cover, tree lines for movement. Home field advantage. 20 minutes of systematic engagement. Enemy casualties mounted. Morale decreased. The enemy commander called a ceasefire. Unknown operator, this is Special Operations Command. Identify yourself. Alexandra keyed the radio. This is Major Alexandra Martinez, U.S. Army Rangers. You are engaging U.S. military personnel on American soil without authorization. Stand down immediately. Major Martinez reported KIA 3 years ago. Reports exaggerated. Stand down or face consequences. Negative. Continue mission. Your choice. The final engagement lasted 8 minutes. Alexandra used every trick 8 years of special operations had taught her. Smoke grenades for concealment, precision fire for elimination, tactical movement for positioning. When silence fell, 14 mercenaries were down. 6 retreated in damaged vehicles. Alexandra approached the Alpha Team position. Doc finished treating the wounded. Everyone alive. Stable condition. Phoenix, Hawk said. That was like old times. Better. No political bullshit. What now? Alexandra considered. Now we clean this up. Officially, you were here for a training exercise. Encountered armed poachers, engaged in self-defense. Local law enforcement assisted. And the mercenaries. What mercenaries? See any identification? Any official unit markers? Hawk smiled. Negative. Unknown hostiles, possibly foreign agents. Copy Doc. Casualty report. 2 KIA from Alpha, but they were mercs planted in our team. 3 wounded. All stable. Good. Hawk, your real team extraction. 6 hours. Clean LZ 20 clicks south. Perfect. I'll coordinate with local authorities, manage the scene. As Alpha Team prepared to move the wounded, Hawk approached Alexandra privately. Phoenix, sorry about the orders. We didn't know. You followed orders. That's what we do. What about the Prometheus files? Alexandra smiled. What files? Major Alexandra Martinez died 3 years ago. Those files died with her. And if they come looking again, they won't find Maria Santos. Just a small-town cop who happened to be in the right place at the right time. Hawk nodded, understanding. Phoenix, it's good seeing you alive. Take care of the team, Hawk. And watch your six. These people play long games. Alpha Team moved out. Alexandra remained to secure the scene and wait for official response. 2 hours later, the FBI arrived to investigate the foreign terrorist incident on U.S. soil. Alexandra gave a statement as local law enforcement who responded to a gunfire report. No mention of Prometheus. No mention of Phoenix. No mention of hidden files. Just a rural police officer doing her job. The sheriff from the county came to debrief. Hell of a thing, Maria. Federal authorities seem impressed with your performance. Just doing my job, Sheriff. FBI says you might get a commendation for this. Appreciate the thought, but I prefer quiet. That evening, Maria Santos returned to Riverside, changed back into civilian clothes, locked tactical gear away, resumed normal life. But she made one change. In her office safe, next to her service weapon, she placed an encrypted drive containing Prometheus files and a note, insurance policy, use if threatened, because Maria Santos might be a peaceful small-town cop. But Alexandra Phoenix Martinez was still ready for war. 1 month later, an anonymous package arrived at the Washington Post. It contained complete Prometheus files with evidence of illegal bioweapons funding. A congressional investigation followed. Several officials resigned. The project was terminated. No source was ever identified. In Riverside, Maria Santos continued her quiet life. Patrol routes, coffee shop visits, helping neighbors. Perfect cover for someone who never really left the fight. Because sometimes the best way to serve your country isn't wearing a uniform. Sometimes it's keeping the uniform ready in case the country needs you again. And in a small Montana town surrounded by mountains and snow, former Major Alexandra Martinez kept watch, ready for the next time someone threatened the peace she had built with her own hands. Where in the world are you listening from? If this hidden warrior story touched you, don't forget to like and subscribe.